Okay, let's look at this because these guys are going to be paying some things here. And I know like they are unhappy with me. And why they're unhappy? Because the oil price is high and the car tax and average time travel. Also, traffic congestions and traffic accidents. All right, so now that we see that these people have problems, we looked at the farmers, we looked at the motorists. Let's go ahead and look at why everyone, right, is annoyed. They're annoyed because a lot of problems. Again, here are the reds, more red than it is green. And I think fixing these problems are going to be helpful for the citizens or is definitely going to be a problem. So let's look at this. Youth crime. Oh, and by the way, when we go ahead and implement the first 10 terms for America, some of these things are going to change. So it's going to change slightly, might get worse before it gets better, but we're going to look at it. We do know that everyone is having a problem with youth crime, violent crime, traffic accidents, tobacco taxes is a problem, the noise pollution, crime is heavy, corruption, and average time travel. A lot of people are having a problem with that. The only way that I can try to fix this is where it comes to this part of this segment. Okay? Next, we're gonna be looking at the policies. Okay? There for all of the branches that I showed you guys, each branch has executive orders. We have foreign policy, welfare, economy, taxes, public service, law and order, and transportation. The only one that we're going to be receiving money from is the taxes. Anything like transportation, we're going to be paying. Law and order, we're going to be paying. Public service, we're going to be paying. Economy, you might get some things from the economy, but we're going to also be paying. So this is like a double, neutral. Welfare, paying. Foreign policy, paying. So taxes is more like getting money. Economy is like fairly, we pay to order to get. So it's like pay to play. Okay, we got to pay to get some services done. But taxes, we just get the service done and milk you for everything you have until you ain't got no more money in your pockets. That's what they're doing in the country today. But in this country here, we're going to give you money in your pockets by trying to implement university-based income. Thanks to, and shout out to Andrew Yang. University basic income is trying to give like everybody some money. And I think once when we get into a surplus, and we have some money set aside, then at some point we'll try to give everybody money so they can spend it back into the economy and put more back into it so they can get more. Okay? So we're going to look at this. All right, so foreign policy. So let me see if I can identify the mods. I was about to say app. Let me see which ones I can identify. And I think some people who play this game, you probably can identify some of them as well. So let's see. In here, so this is how you really identify if there's a mod or app. Stop saying app. Okay, mod. All right. Anything that is looking different than what we normally see, and anything that doesn't have a like a logo, that's a mod. All right. We see anything in red, we don't have enough political capital for it. I think each term, like when you press that green button over here and you go, it builds up, like this right here builds up. So either you have 30, 40, 50, 60, or you have one or none, okay, when you implement services. Now, they cost like money. That's the money for here, all right? It costs. So right now, since I have 20, I can get like certain ones, right? And this here is definitely help out foreign policies if I want to implement. Now, if I had more political capitals, I will be able to do drone strikes, the border wall, national services, right? But I can't because I don't have enough capital for it. Also, too, it'll tell you how long it takes before it is implemented, and then it'll tell you the popularity with the voters, and then it'll tell you the estimate effects. Again, I tell you, is balancing. Some people are going to be happy, some people are not going to be happy. This national service, if it was implemented, people like conservative, Patreon membership, global influence, Patreons, and strong leader will have some effectives. But liberals, youth, and unemployment is going to be bad. Okay? So, that's how that works. Diplomat service, foreign relationships. All right? That's the only people who could benefit from. But we will have to pay at least 330 point or 1.32 billion for this diplomat service. Where we're going to get the money from. All right? What's this? This is a mod here. I know this is a mod. New World Tallest Buildings. Okay, I know this is a mod. We spend that, but this is how much we can get from it. And if we can get this takes 26 quarters. That 26. I don't know if that's 26 press, but this is how much we're gonna get if we implement this. Now let's go to the welfare. Now we see that the ones that we know, this is a mod, right? The drug awareness campaign. We know the drug price regulation is a mod. I've never seen this PPF, pandemic preparation fraud. There is, now I don't know if they changed it or not, but we do deal with a pandemic in here. I think they still have it. And then at some point, we're going to be issuing checks to people. People are going to get sick. We're going to have to stay at home order. I don't know if that's all here, but here we have the APPF, short for Pandemic Preparation Fraud, is used to safeguard civilians and government officials from disease that endanger our nation. So we will be spending this much, and it will help everyone, population, but then unemployment, right? The tobacco awareness campaign, state animal shelter is an animal shelter gives stray animals a temporary home where they get fed, washed, and treated. That's actually amazing, right? State animals, so state animal shelters and state animal controls. These are definitely two different things, but it helps stray animals. Actually, it doesn't help stray animals. They're going to be pissed. They don't want that. All right, child care provision. This is something that would definitely be helpful for parents, productive, parents' income, population, gender equality, compassion. But the capitalist and the unemployment and the abortion demand is going to be that they're not going to like it. All right, so here we have synthetic meat research grants. Who wants synthetic? I know the farmers are going to be pissed. Are you kidding me? Synthetic. I will never, ever implement this. Never. Here is the University Basic Income, which I had shout out to Andrew Yang. This is something that he wanted to implement in his policies if he ever became president of the United States of America. Again, the university welfare payment given to everyone in society at a flat rate, regardless of their income or wealth. This is seen as a way to simplify welfare bureaucratic as well as provide a university safety net for all citizens and pave the way for reduction in work made possible by automation. He said this. He did say that a lot of corporations were going to lose or cut people just like that and turn automated. If you look at in society today, we see a lot of like they have like new trucks that coming out, self-driven trucks. We have restaurants who are trying to use AIs to be cooks and be servers and be waiters. They even have nurse robots in the hospital. They even have police robots on the streets and the train station. So that's the automated system he was talking about. Afraid for that happening, because if that happened, then before you know it, people are not going to have jobs. That's why a lot of those writers was on strike, because they wanted themselves and not no AIs to be taking their place in what is called film and TV and movie and print. Come on now. We don't want no AI. We want real people. Okay? We're not AIs. We don't want to see no AI. But they feel that there is not that much you can spend on AI. It's generated, it's smart. You can just do a computer, a stroke of a button, and there's less maintenance, and you don't have to pay it. Okay? There are no feelings, there's nothing, no fights, nothing. Like, there's no emotions. Everything is just done accordingly, and they can program it to become as fast as possible. Okay? So, the universally basic income was something that Andrew Yang wanted to implement when he was saying that give every citizen, regardless of your income, $1,200. And this $1,200 will be brought back into the system, and it will help communities grow, because people are spending, but people were saying that was going to be a problem. So right here, we're looking at this. Whoever made this mod says, again, this university income is basically something for everyone, but again, capitalists, poverty, charity is not going to be happy, but socialists, wages, everyone income, and mental health. That's what it's going to be part two. But right now, it's a no-go. The economy. Now, here are all the things that we can either get, pay for play service, right? We can get trade, smart meters, which are definitely good, because install smart meters into the homes. People can save money and environment at the same time. So energy efficiency, the environment membership, and environments, but the energy industry and energy industry is going to have a problem with it. All right. We have the young entrepreneur scheme, which definitely helps support young people who are aiming to become businessmen in the future. This gives them the opportunity to learn from veterans and detailed information about what to do and who to ask. This will increase happiness among capitalists as they see their futures secure. Capitalists and youth, but socialism, no. Okay? Helicopter money, I'm not really sure what this means. I think this is a mod. University policy designed to boost the economy immediately, where the government efficiently print free money and hands it directly to citizens. Oh. Okay. I mean, there's no potential cost and there's no potential income. So I don't know. Let's see. Inflation goes up, poor, poverty down, current strength. The currency strength is going to go down. Like the money is going to go down. Like quantitative easing and inflation and GDP. So that's the current strength right now. Okay, so that'll go down. But socialist GDP and the poor earning. The GDP is the gross domestic product of our country, which deals with everything. Okay. Also, too, let's see, small business grants. I think I'm going to be implementing this at some point, because this will help out with the GDP as well as self-employed. Maternal leave, I'm going to be implementing this at some point, because I believe that maternal leave, every mother who is having a child should have some type of peace when they are bearing a child inside their body and need to go on rest. So maternity leave is something that will be helpful for a lot of parents, and they benefit from it. So hopefully we'll be able to give them some money to help them out in their needs. Now, organic subsidized, here again, if I was to implement this, this would be something that will help out for the farmers, right? Farmers will help. Remember I was telling you guys about the whole point where the farmers will have to pay more when it comes to turning everything organic, let alone regular. They would need help into turning their products into organic, like they saw you in their devices, because it's way different than the regular farming. And this here, the organic farming subsidized, see here, supports organic farming, right? And it definitely will help the farmers, income, farmers, the health, the environment, but the capitalists and the food price and the urban density is gonna not benefit from it. Car industry something. I think this is a mod as well. Government subsidized for union. And then here are all the red that we definitely can't do, but we can do some oil drilling. We can do some Mars program. Like if we wanted to, let me see, Mars program, go to Mars and use technology to indicate unions and countries and make patriots proud. Going out there and exploring, which they do that now. All right. Work dividends. I think this is all new. Cap CEO pay. I think this is new. Okay, but when you get hold on. What is this? Tax shelters. By not fully taxing the wealth of super rich, tax shelters can be a great way to encourage successful entrepreneurs to make our country their home with an even shrinking world. The rich are free to settle wherever they please. Such measures can be very unpopular with the poor who resent paying tax on their much lower earnings. No, I'm not trying to give more to the wealthy. That's not my target. That's not my stilo. Okay, so here are taxes. Now, these are all the taxes that can be implemented. Some of these taxes make sense. Some of these taxes don't make sense. But hey, this is a game, and we're gonna do it to make it work, right? So here we have religious taxes. I really believe that we should have religious taxes. Why? Because there's a lot of people I see. This is just my opinion, okay? A lot of these people be having houses, mega houses, cars, airplanes, and everything else that you name it, and they ain't paying no taxes on it. Okay, so I think I really believe that let me see, efficiency income taxes that handles percentage of people earning directly religious institutions for use as they see fit. Hopefully, this funnels money into good cause in some ways, as charities do, but there are room for corruption, as unlikely state religion leaders are not elected by those paying these taxes. So religious, yeah, but corruption, capitalist, middle income, poor earning, high earning, GDP, middle income, middle earning, wealthy and liberal and poverty, no. Foreign relations, education, corruption, religion, socialist, equality, and health, yes. So, mansion tax. Everybody has a mansion, bitch. Everybody. We got a lot of millionaires. So, the wealthy, no. High earnings, yeah. Retires, no. Urban and socialist, yeah, but this is the pay to play, so you gotta spend to give, all right, to make it work. What's this weight-based car tax? This is a mod. No, that's a mod because you see that's a mod. Weight-based car tax. The weight, meaning the heavier cars will need to pay. Oh. when I now this again, this is a mod, and just by reading this, because it says this is a tax on cars based on their weight, meaning that heavier cars will need to pay more tax. Discouraging people from buying larger, heavyweight, insufficient cars. However, because of their battery packs, electric cars are generally heavier than gas cars. Therefore, this policy will make electric cars more expensive. I mean, it is what it is. It's not gonna. It's only gonna be happy for the environment and environmentalists, but everything else, no. I really thought when I had to read it more, but I really thought that this was something because, like, when I read this, the first thing that I thought about was Nomadic Fanatic, and Nomadic Fanatic is a guy who travels on the road in his RV with. At one point, it was with his cat Jax, but Jax died, so now he travels with a male and a female cat, whose names is Terra and Opie. Terra is the girl, Opie is the boy. So he travels the country. I think travels the country. Yeah, he has traveled the country with his RV. And right now he's looking for hotter weather. And like when I read this here, weight-based car tax, I was like, I thought about him because I was like, he added like, because he either take Black Betty with him, who is his motorcycle, or he takes the car with him, and he puts it in his trailer, which he happens to have on the back of his RV. And in that trailer, he has a lot of shit in that shit. I hate to say it, but he got a lot of stuff in there. And he just added solar panels on top of that, and then he added like certain things inside it. So I'm like, if he's driving an RV, I wonder, and I don't know, are they permitted to stop at a weigh station just as well as the truck drivers are? Because they need to. Because they are traveling with so much shit in their RV. Even though, you need a driver's license to drive like anything under 26 feet, I think. And then afterwards, anything longer or bigger, you need a CDL license, commercial driver's license, to travel. And I don't know if that's because you're going to be traveling with more people, or I don't know, it's like the gross weight of the vehicle. But I do know that at some point when I watched some of his videos, it seems like his RV was getting as heavier just by him adding shit to it, and the trailer and shit in the trailer and stuff, being overweight. So I thought when I read this, I was really saying, like, I really thought that it was like this was gonna be like implemented. Revenue service. This is something that a revenue service ensure that people pay their taxes on time. Many say that this disproportionalized hurt the middle and low classes more, but others say that their nation needs this agency to secure the government taxes. The social equality is happy, but everybody else is going to be pissed. Cryptocurrency taxation. Not really into the crypt currency yet. Punitive wealth. And also crypto, that's we get money for it. We don't have to spend anything. We get it from it. Strengthen tax codes. Very expensive to cancel. Look at that. Very expensive to cancel this. Everybody like it, but it says warning, very expensive. Luxury good taxes, I think that'd be something that I would be implementing at some point. Plastic packaging tax is something, yes, definitely. Plastic tax is something that will be implemented. Tax fraud department, definitely implementing this, bitch. Okay, we're not going to be putting on those services out there and thinking that people are going to be just trying to get over it. Okay? Truck tax, yes. This is a tax that has to be paid by companies on trucks that they use. It is meant to Incentivize the use of trucks. Nah, I don't think so. I think at some point, um, I think regardless, they're gonna have this regardless because you're gonna need a truck to deliver stuff. I think. I mean, what else are you gonna deliver it in? It's not like you have an airplane or a drone. Ooh, a drone to just deliver it straight to your house by flying it. I think that was some automated system that they wanted to try for delivery service. Like the drone just attached the product to the top of the drone, the bottom of the drone, and just delivers right to your home. Okay, drone to your home. That's a business. Drone to your home, right? Okay, so truck tax, yes. I mean, it's gonna always be trucks, but I think at some point maybe they make it energy sufficiency, like uh, smaller, environmental, make it faster but smaller. Different trucks, but it's still gonna be classified as a truck, Kareem. Sex work tax? Oh god, oh god. This look like a mod too. Tax fraud department. We're gonna look at that. All right. Land value tax value. I think these are mods too. Land tax. That's a mod too. Health food subsidizer will be implementing that at some point. Okay. Junk food taxes. Yes, we're gonna implement that to help with obesity. All right. Public service. Oh boy. Cheap decrease. Bureaucracy. This is a mod. Youth Policy Council, something we can implement. Compulsive school sports, we're going to be implementing that as well at some point in the first 10 terms for America. Compulsing foreign language, destination plant, desolation plants, compulsing water meters, drug treatment machines. I think this is something also we have to see how our illegal drugs is in the country. Free eye tests. I think that's something that everybody should have because eye is part of the health. And I really believe, and I do know that some states have this, like when you go and certify or get your license, you have to take an eye test again. The eyes may be different than what it was before. So, hey, you never know. Stomp Out Racism Week. Wow, that looks like a mod too. Let me see. 1 week of the year you'll be dedicated to embrace the cultural and racial diversity, aiming to reduce racial tension. This includes special in the media, small food markets with delicious delicates from around the world, and community meetings celebrating and friendly competitor. Oh, I think that's something that would be a problem worth discussing, right? Who knows? Youth club subsidized, public libraries, school vouchers, healthcare vouchers, university grants, organ donor, national anthem at start of the news. Really? Are you kidding me? Alcohol ban. STEM research. Okay, let's go to law and order. Police training, I think that's a mod, but that'd be something good. Now, you see that the voting system, I have a mod on here. So this is like part of the voting system mod. So here we have, if I was to implement, we have limit corporate donors, phone interact voting. I think that's something that we can do. Especially everything is now like Android and Apple. Prisoner voting, I think that's something that would be good because a lot of people in prison, they may not be there. They may be there with, didn't even commit the crime and they should have the right to still vote, right? Ban divorce, really? Secret courts? Curfew? ID cards? And then we have transportation. Now, transportation this is a mod, mandated helmets, electric bikes, subsidized. I think that's something, this and this go hand in hand. I think that should be mandated when they have helmets wearing. Annual driving test for elderly drivers, that's a mod. cyclist priority at junction mod, vehicle noise limit mod, DUI awareness campaign. Now that's something that we definitely need, because every time you hear about a crash, you always hear about somebody dying, but it never be the person who is under the influence. It's always like that. Ban flights, that's not going to happen. At some point, we're going to add bus lanes, bus subsidized, high speed rail trains, HOV, that's a mod, noise barrier construction, electric government fleet, bike lanes, that's all a mod, traffic police. Again, this is definitely going to, hopefully, if this all works out and it don't crash, then we can implement these services. But if it crash, then that means that they took the mod out, and if we used it, then it's gonna mess up our game. If we didn't use it, like we didn't use it now, and it's mess up our game, then we don't have to worry about it because we haven't implemented it into the game. All right, but these are all the policies that we can implement right here, right now. All right, so guys, I'm gonna take this time to end this episode, and I'm gonna come back with another episode. All right here, right now. You're watching Democracy 4 with Kareem Clemens.